In September 1745, Prince Charles Edward Stuart met with his commanders in this room of the Salutation Hotel and planned how best to place his father, King James III and VIII, where he belonged, on the British throne. About a week later, the Prince rode triumphantly into Edinburgh at the head of an army. As we all know, his fight came to an end some 7 months later at Culloden. But there is no doubt that a significant part of the planning for the 45 Jacobite rebellion took place right here in this very room. Today there's a lot more to Perth than the Prince's Council of War, and today I'm going to have a brief look at the city, and then we'll make our way to the top of a small hill that will offer magnificent views over all the land around the River Tay. We've got a seriously cold day, but if you're ready for an adventure, then let's go.
In 2009, it came to light that this portrait may in fact not be Prince Charles Edward Stuart. It seems it's more likely to be his brother, Henry Benedict Stuart. There are a number of images said to be of the Prince, like this one from the studio of Antonio David, now held by the Scottish National Portrait Gallery. But it is this painting by Alan Ramsay, discovered in 2014 and also held by the Scottish National Portrait Gallery, that is the only known painting of the Prince actually painted in Scotland in 1745. St John's Kirk pretty much dominates Perth's skyline. It has played an important role in Perth's past and continues to play a pivotal role today. The church was the city's main place of worship when Perth was Scotland's capital and has been depicted many times over the centuries. Here we see it in the 17th century. Here, on a military map of 1715, where the church is marked as B, and although not just so prominent, you can be sure it's in this Victorian image too. Looking down George Street, the brilliant creamy white facade of Perth Museum and Art Gallery comes into view. It's a lot like Paisley's Museum and Art Gallery in that both could be emptied of stuff and still be worth a visit. Architecturally, both inside and out, it is a gem. Amongst other things, they have on display a fragment of mirror used by Prince Charles Edward Stuart on the morning of the Battle of Culloden. So let's go in and have a look. to get to Kinnoull Hill, we cross over the River Tay via the path that runs alongside the railway bridge. Once over the river, we pick up our path behind Branklin Garden.
Where little hills are concerned, it just doesn't get better than this. Well, that's us back in Perth. The lovely little hill that. Views were stunning. You'll notice I'm just calling it a little hill. I'm not actually naming it. I'm just not sure how it's pronounced. I don't know if it's... I suspect it's Kinnoull Hill, but it could just as easily be Kinnoull Hill, or any number of different variations. If you know how it's pronounced, by all means drop me a comment, let me know. And if we get enough folk who reckon it's pronounced in a particular way, even if that's not the way that you actually pronounce it, what we'll do is we'll change the pronunciation of the hill. Okay. When Prince Charles Edward Stuart entered Perth, he did so via Northport and Skinnergate. I'm going to go back into the city the same way, but not because I've got a Council of War to attend. I've just got to get a bus back home. At the end of the day, it didn't really matter. And well, that was Perth. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again. So, are you going to continue giving me this cold shoulder, or what?